so that the sacrifices are to end. It is interesting that ever since the destruction of the temple in AD 70 by Titus the Roman, there has been no bloody sacrifice offered in Jerusalem. There is no bloody sacrifice being offered there today, and the prospects of them being offered in the future is very dim. Christ took away the first that he might establish the second. The importance of this cannot be overemphasized. You see, the first covenant were in the first covenant were many rules and regulations. The old covenant was the law, a law that had great many details. There was the ceremonial law with many details in regard to sacrifices. There was the Ten Commandments and other commandments and rules. Actually, rules and regulations appeal to human nature. Men feel that it is easier today to obey rules, which is the reason so many folks today will tell you that the Sermon on the Mount is their religion. I noticed somebody posted on Threads the other day, as I was I often read the comments whenever I post on there, that there are so many turning to Christ today. The problem is they are turning to a legalistic religious system. They're told many are saying it's because it's the oldest, the Catholic Church, the legalism of the Catholic Church, but and that's what you have all of these people turning to today. They're turning to religion, but they're turning to Catholicism, to legalism, because people like rules. They say that if you want to post on YouTube and get a lot of views, post like the seven things to do to get to heaven or something like that. They like rules. They like steps to be able to get there. Well, it's not like that, and that's the problem. We like rules, but we can't keep them for some. I don't know why we like them if we can't keep them, but we do. They can not know exactly what it says or what it means, but they like it because it has rules, which they kid themselves into believing they can follow. The whole history of mankind and the multitude of cults and isms springing up in our day demonstrate that this is true. Man likes to live by certain rules and follow certain rituals. Now, in the new covenant, we are under a altogether different system. Paul had mentioned in Corinth to the Corinthian believers, who also have made us able ministers and of the New Testament or the New Covenant, not of the letter, but of the Spirit. For the letter killeth, but the Spirit giveth life. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 and verse 6. Some strange individuals have come up with a novel interpretation that this verse means they should not study the Bible. They say that the letter means the Bible and it is the Spirit that gives life. Well, of course, that is not what Paul is saying, as the following verse makes clear, but is the ministration of death, writing and engraving in stone was glorious. Obviously, this refers to the Ten Commandments. So now we know that the letter is the commandments. The Ten Commandments were the administration of death. My friend, the law kills. The law never saved anyone. It will kill you because it brings you under the judgment of God. It is the Spirit who gives life. And you and I are living in this day when the Holy Spirit is the one who generates us, who leads us, and who shows us the will of God. Verse 18. Now, where remission of these is, there is no more offering for sin. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 18. Now the sacrificial system began with Abel and ends with the death of Christ. This verse concludes the doctrinal section. And that